Hi, it's me. Leave a message.
حبيبتي هلا بديدي هلا يا عمري يا ربي طمنيني عليكي ان شاء الله انت بخير ولا بأس ان شاء الله طهور حبيبتي.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a good time. So happy to be doing this video again with you, and this video I'm gonna be talking about my experience with COVID-19, so it's gonna be very interesting. Well, I got my sister got the symptoms on 20 April last month, and as soon as she got the symptoms, she quarantined herself in her room. The next day, on the 21st, I was having the time of my life. I was enjoying. I was watching Netflix, and I was editing a YouTube video. And I wasn't feeling really bad. As soon as it was about midnight, I felt a bit sore in the throat, and I was just in denial mode. I just said that no, it's okay, it's not something that I should be scared about. But actually I was having the symptoms without really knowing that it's the COVID-19 symptoms. On the 22nd, it was the day that I had everything. I had all the signs showing. A sore throat, and I had the fever, and I was having body pain, and I didn't know what to expect else. Experience. To be honest, you feel like you have a cold, but it's not technically a cold, and your throat is very sore most of the time and very dry. So I was drinking a lot of water, a lot of orange juice for vitamin C, and a lot of ginger to clear up my throat from any viruses or something. And also I was having painkillers because we didn't have still any medication from the center, from the health center. So yeah, that was day 3. On day 4, it was 23rd April, and actually at this point I had a really severe cough. I was coughing non-stop at night and in the morning. I didn't know what to do to soothe in the cough. I didn't have any medication, and I was just having painkillers, and also I had a really high fever. So I took a shower, a really cold shower, and I went to sleep, and the fever was really, after that, was really gone, and I was grateful of that. After that, me and my sister went to the Prime Assessment Center in Abu Dhabi, and it's the official center where you go when you have a positive case. So they checked us in and took our information, all the contact details. So they asked to show our information and Al Hassan app. So Al Hassan app is basically the official app for COVID test results, and the app was completely red. It was the first time that I had a red sign in my app, and it was an interesting experience. Actually, it wasn't that much scary for everyone who is worried about COVID. It wasn't really dangerous or scary experience. It was thankfully mild symptoms, and I'm grateful that I had a positive mindset during the whole experience, because I was cheering myself up, and I was cheering my sisters. We were watching a lot of K-dramas. I was actually watching Romance is a Bonus book series, and also I was watching with my sister, I was watching Melancholia, and yeah, I was having a really good time, and I wasn't really focusing on the on the sickness and the symptoms. The doctors there were amazing. I saw the doctor and she explained to me everything that is gonna happen in the future and about the symptoms and every concern that I had. The nurses were amazing. I cannot believe that they work for a long time in that place, and God bless them, God protect them. And after we went to the center, we went back home. We had another PCR test because as government rules, they say that we need to do a 2 confirmed positive case so that we are a COVID case confirmed. I said confirmed 1 million times. Yeah. So after that, we went back home, and they gave us cough syrup, and they gave us painkillers, and they gave us also sensitivity pill if you have a running nose or something like that. So I finally was drinking cough syrup, and the cough really became less aggressive as before, and I was able to have a really soothing feeling in my throat, so I was really happy with that. What's really beautiful about the UAE is that everything was provided for free. The facilities and the facilities and the checkups and everything, like the medication, them calling us every once in a while, every 2 days they were calling us to check on our health and if we needed anything. So on the next day I had the second COVID result, and at this point I needed to stay at home for 10 days. I avoided to use the word home isolation because I feel like words has a really powerful energy that you send to the world and to the universe. So I was very particular with the words that I used, and I didn't want to isolate myself, because people who live in isolation, who are not really meeting other people in reality, and that was not real. So I prefer to stay safe at home, to use that word. So please remember to always choose your words carefully. I learned this information from a really dear friend, so I wanted to share with you all. I feel that everything that you say, whether it's positive or negative, it will be sent to the world, and hopefully you always stay and be mindful and aware about the words that you are using in daily life. So yeah. So Saha officials, they were calling us to check on our health, and luckily I was really thankful that after I visited the center, the symptoms were becoming less and less, and I was having really mild symptoms like cough and fever, and my sisters are really getting better as well. So on day 8, I was supposed to do an official PCR test at home. So there was a clinic who sent their nurses to everyone at home. So they sent us a nurse who did the PCR test at home, and the result was still positive, which is completely normal when you are still not at day 10. On day 10, I had a negative result. Yeah, and I was really happy that everything was really going well and I didn't have bad symptoms. So yeah, so I hope you are more aware and clear about COVID experience now after you saw this video, and that you stay safe at home and keep wearing your mask, which is so important, and keep social distancing until this pandemic is over. I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.